The tasks don't stop. While one thing gets checked off on a list, another adds itself, seemingly effortlessly. Life alone in the post-apocalypse is one of primarily busy work. Spatters of violence and disturbing imagery are plentiful, but it's not that violence and defense that's going to get you immediately from day to day. It's the common tasks. The tasks that require you to put foot to concrete and do the same thing every day until it's done. And that's where we are. Welcome back to Project Zomboid, everybody. And we have a few tasks that really need to be taken care of pretty badly. One is this wall that we are working on here, one that's going to create a little bit of an extra layer of safety for the generator and maybe muffle some sound. But one that's going to become even more important as time goes on is this wonderful little herd of zombies out in the field. It continues to grow constantly. And the more they wander, the more noise they're going to create. And the more noise they create, the more of them are going to start showing up from distant lands. And eventually, they'll likely just end up congregating in a pack by themselves. And that's not something we can really afford. So we need to start taking out zombies. Good. So we're going to start... I think each day is going to be comprised of basically two main objectives. One is going to be the first half of the day, where I think I'm going to have to split it into doing zombie clearing until around maybe probably noon, but I'm getting a start late right now because I kind of just thought of it. And then afterward, I can spend the rest of the day building and ideally cleaning things out. And eventually that zombie wiping out in this area will be replaced with cleaning out corpses. We can build a big pile somewhere and then we can eventually set fire to them. At least that's the hope. Okay, we've got one that is a crawler. Haven't had a crawler in a while, but it's also been a while since we've had an axe. So we're going to be using the axe, I think, kind of aggressively. I don't like doing it aggressively because it causes problems. There we go. It causes damage to the axe, and that's obviously going to be always kind of detrimental. We're going to have to start repairing it early, and we're going to risk doing, damage to it while repairing it. All right, that was a nice little pocket of them. I'm happy with that. Let's continue on with this wall while we still have daylight to help us. Barking dog is a problem. Where did you come? Oh my god. Where are you all coming from? All right then, let's clear them out. Seriously, I literally left the house not too long ago and now I'm starting to feel like they're maybe spawning? Hey, if you could just knock it off. Get on the ground. I don't want to damage my axe anymore. Okay. If we can just do one at a time here, we can eventually just push them all to the ground and clean them up. Okay. How's our sprint skill going? Not bad. Do we have an axe skill, or is that not in the game anymore? There used to be an axe skill. Accuracy, blades, it's blades. Well, if we keep doing this, we're gonna eventually get enough to make repairs much easier. The constant fly noise is awful, and that cannot be good for our dear boy's health, mentally anyway. I'm sure physically as well, but mentally. Big time. What do we need to repair it? 2 wood glue? We have wood glue stocked up. Let's just check the bodies that we cleaned out. Alright. Doing good. Got some moderate exertion, but it's not too bad. I think we're going to swing in here, sit down, kind of take a breath, and then get back out there. Just go ahead and rest. We'll do the full length, so we're getting as much rest as possible. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that we exhausted Mike Garcia. We were taking out zombies and all kinds of stuff. Just gonna grab the planks. I'm a little nervous. This is kind of dangerous. Don't do this. If you're me, you do it. If you're not me, you're smarter, likely, and you don't do that. But if you don't, if you don't, you're likely gonna last longer. But if you do, you might have a mediocre YouTube career because all the excitement it makes. That's how you know I'm a genius businessman. It's all about that YouTube watchability and drama. Daddy loves drama. Daddy also loves mommy, unless he doesn't anymore and they're divorced, and, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But I feel your pain. I do. Alright. Let's keep moving. What tangent was that, Mathis? Don't ask. Not because you don't want to know the answer, but because I can't give you one. I don't know. 1 log. 2 log. 3 log. Planks. Trying to think of like a nice nursery rhyme, but it's not working out for me. Saw it up. So that'll be 9 more planks. That'll do pretty good. I think that might finish the wall. If it doesn't, it'll be close. We're going to exert ourselves a bit, but we're also going to be causing some body damage because we have to work our poor boy out. He's not in shape, as some viewers have pointed out. He's gained quite a lot of weight, and you can't run very long before he gets too tired. So it's mostly his diet, I think. I think that's pretty obvious. But at the same time, now it's a cabbage-only diet, so... Before it was just chips. Bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of chips, and occasionally a cookie. If they were apples and they weren't bad, we'll throw that in our mouths. Now we're a little bit, well, cabbages. It's gotta be healthier, right? It's gotta be healthier. Okay, we weren't even close to finishing it. I thought we were, but we were absolutely not. We're gonna go ahead and barricade this door up. We've got 1 more plank, we might as well. Primary, secondary. It's 5:30. Let's see if any of the construction noise has dragged any attention out this way. It doesn't seem like it. And we're lucky enough where this wall hasn't spawned anything. Don't know if it's actually spawning, but it feels like it. Sprinting is almost there. Oop, there's one. Oh, they might just be coming over from the fence. That's probably where they're coming from. Alright, let's start doing these little guys here. There's only 3 of them. And if we keep pulling them individually, as always, it'll be so much faster and so much easier. Faster is the wrong word. Way easier is the right one. Maybe one day these guys are going to have an axe on them. Come on, girl, that top looks good on you. But only when you weren't a rotting corpse. Down you go. They're all really slow, which is nice. Means they're already pretty rotted. Come on. Okay. We're good. Cleaned up. Alright, we've got some logs back here. I think we'll spend the rest of the night sawing these puppies up. Then in the morning, we'll start the routine of heading across the street, doing a little bit of cleaning up of the zombie population, and then we'll continue to build. And I think we'll be able to get the wall kind of finished up tonight. 6 a.m. on the dot. Hey, man, I'm glad he slept that long. He's usually been having some hard time sleeping. I feel bad, but I think it's just because the schedule keeps getting a little messed up with different tasks and getting, you know, lost, as you do sometimes in the world. All right, let's have ourselves our breakfast cabbage. We're a little bored because I let time pass so that I could get to bed at a decent hour, but there wasn't a lot of time to do much else, and exhausting him any further would have made him sleep even later. So it's just kind of a call to call it an early night and let him fully rest. Let's go ahead and check the generator first after we make sure that we have no zombies that have made their way up to the wall here, and see what the gas situation's like. We may need to make a gas station trip soon. And we definitely need to get the car repaired at some point too. There's just so much to do, so many things that you need to prioritize, and half the difficulty is knowing when to prioritize what and why. Oh no, am I not going to be able to click on the generator when I'm back here? I should be able to. 67% fuel? I think we're fine to leave it for now. Electronic scrap is also going to be important. We're going to be using so much electronic scrap, and that means we really do need to focus on our electrical skill. There's just so much stuff to do because we're going to need to go around the world to find things to break down and use for electrical learning. And our electrical is just so low. It's so low. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, zombies. What you all doing? Okay. Just gonna kind of drag him a little bit, let him hopefully wear himself out. Push. Push. Nobody around me, so we're just having freak out noises for the sake of freak out noises. Thought I heard something thump, and I think it was real world. Here's a good way to tell if you think you hear a noise and you have pets, so you kind of a prereq. You need to have like a pet. I like cats. I love me my dogs, but I also have cats. And cats are good because if it's not important, if it's not dangerous, it doesn't threaten, if they're not concerned by it, it's not something they don't recognize, they usually will look at it and then they'll maybe watch it a little bit and ignore it. But that's fine. Then now you know, hey, not a threat. It's not a wild animal coming up to my window or some strange wildebeest wandering in from the woods. You know, and if it's a person, you can always take a look. You'll see the cat will snap to it, right? No matter what it is, whether the cat recognizes it or not, their head will snap to it and they will be alert. It's a great little alert system. If it's confusing or worrying to them, they will watch it for an excruciatingly long time. If it interests them as well. That's, you know, squirrels, rabbits, that kind of thing. It's great. It's a great thing to know. But I also sometimes you think you hear a thump, right? And you're like, oh my God, did I hear a thump? What was that thump from? Was it outside? Was it upstairs? Was it a neighbor in my apartment? I don't know. Who knows? But you look to your cat. Do they seem like it worries them? Are they interested? Did they run over to where the noise came from? If the answer is yes, investigate further. If the answer is no, doesn't necessarily mean don't investigate further, but also it's probably not as dangerous. We're gonna have to go full axe here. I hate it, but we're gonna have to. Mainly because of this woman. Making it very difficult for me. I'm gonna cut hard here to try and drag her. Back up. This is too many for me to be pushing. I'm gonna keep swinging as well in hopes of... Okay. We're gonna take a pill. I'm gonna keep kind of swinging it, okay, at them in hopes of basically taking a few of them out. Man. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some repairs. I'm absolutely gonna have to do some repairs. But we're gonna take this pack out, looks like. Now we just stomp on you. Oof. Lord Almighty. Another Muldrow map. I wonder if all of these have the same markings, or if they do change. The music is not going. I can't turn off the music, apparently. That's a first. I think that was actually most of it. Alright, back away. Now to work on the real project. The wall. I don't think we need to make a gas run until tomorrow, ideally. That's a lot of planks. Can't take much more, movement compromised. You know? Taking slight damage. It's good for your health, Mr. Garcia. You've been way too lazy. Way too lazy. Gotta start working. Gotta start working. I think we'll just do one more. And then with that one, we can, then we can make a door. I think I'm gonna go over here, actually, and grab it from over here, though. We're gonna chop some trees down. We might get more than one log out of some of the bigger ones. Yeah, there we go. Saw all these up. Grab them. Call me Big Papa. And let's move. Can I make a door? Door frame, door. I need door knob and door hinge. That's alright, though. We can door frame it. Is it the car? Well, let's do that then. Let's get into the driver's seat. Let's back this thing up. Come on. So I have a feeling it's this. No, it's not. Why can't I create the door? Oh, no, never mind. Now I can. I'm dumb. And that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming, everybody. So now, in order to make this, we need 2 planks. But I think we've only got the 1. We're going to drop this here. And now we're going to need planks to just make these all actual walls. But it'll give us a nice little buffer should any zombies make their way in. And then after that, they have to obviously try and actually kill the generator off or break down the barriers to windows. So let's go inside, and I'm actually going to swing by. We're going to rest up, and then I'm actually going to walk to some nearby buildings. And I want to see if I can do some electrical, like, de-engineering stuff that allow me to start working on our electrical skill, because I'm starting to think that should also be a major priority. We could throw some things in the garden, but as long as we have a refrigerator with a freezer, I think we're going to be pretty stocked on food. And cabbages, man, it's all you need. All you need is love and cabbages. All you need is love and cabbages. We could get the propane tank in our welding and see if that helps. I don't know if that'll help with engineering. Let's go ahead and grab the welding mask, propane torch. I don't know if we need a gas can to fill it. Let's take a little bit of gas and see if we can. No, because we need a propane tank. That's what we need. And I think I have one in the seats. So let's grab a propane tank, which costs, it's so goddamn heavy. We'll see if we can start breaking shit down. We can just do metalworking. Interesting. Oh, it's like carpentry, but metal. Hey, that was just genius, really. That sentence alone speaks just profoundly of me. I And then we can start throwing things in the other backpacks real quick. And let's see, the wrench 2, the hammer. I just want 2 pounds in here, basically. Screaming dying man that I'll never see to make the zombies move towards me. There we go. We're fairly heavy load now, but we're alright. Let's check the police station. Those walls are looking rough. It's been a long time since we've been in here. There's zombies. Oh, oh, oh. It's okay. Slowly, calmly. We should have expected it. I'm gonna go ahead and use my axe kind of liberally to get them on the ground. Yeah, there's quite a few. My hunch says there's probably 4 or 5 in there. You can definitely hear at least 2, one down the hallway. If there's one down the hallway, there's very likely to be more down the hallway. I don't want to risk it. Look at that water. So good to see. I mean, we could go straight metal, but we also need the hinges and stuff, so let's grab these. Now, this was pretty empty last time I came here, and I did a thorough ass job. So if there's zombies here, then they are new. And I'm hoping it's not many of them. But I remember checking out all the floors. Get a key, huh? Well, now it's mine. I want to mess around with the payphones, but I don't want to attract unwanted attention. So what we're going to do is do a quick sweep, shut some doors, and I want to see what happens. I haven't really done it before. Let's zoom out real quick. Everything looks nice and clear. We have a 20% chance of disassembling this payphone. And we only need the screwdriver. So I guess I'm dumb. But payphones are nice. That's electrical. Hopefully we're getting something out of it. That's a lot more than we got before. Our electrical skill went up hugely there. Is there more? More payphones, please? Is there anybody with payphones up here? How about the snack machines? Are those breakable? I feel like I remember snack machines up here. Oh, I see some phones. Thank you. No materials. Well, no useful materials. But who needs materials when you're learning things on the double? The only material you need is your brain to store knowledge. Take that home and chew on it. I'm gonna shut this. I don't know if I can disassemble any of this. 15% chance, Daddy, take me home. Let's do it. Oh, we're propane torching this thing. Okay. Chrome sink? Sure. Are we dying? This is all metalworking? You know what? No. We don't need to be doing metalworking. I don't need to be propane torch blowing none of this nonsense. Give it to me, Daddy. Give it to me. I was just hoping to get some electrical experience, but that's not going to happen. We're way closer than we were, though, and that means those phones in the police station are very tempting. And now that I know we don't use our propane torch, I might just do it because we could probably back away if it got super dangerous. I think our biggest threat is going to be the zombie that I believe to be down the hallway. Which means we may not want to speed up the process. We may not want to do 2 times. We might just want to let it kind of happen by itself. It'll take time, but through the magic of editing, you won't notice any of it. Ooh, yeah, I can hear him. Still that one. Let's take a look. All right, let's try. Done. Was that a risk? Yes. Did it pay off? Yes. Was it worth it? Well, hey, let's not get crazy, shall we? We're halfway through almost. A little bit more, rather. And that's huge. With the hinges in the doorknob, we'll be able to throw a proper door up there, and then we will make this all wall. For now, it doesn't really do much. It buys us like a half a second at best because they have to climb through, but even then, what are you going to do in that half a second? Could it be in the difference? Could it be life and death? Yes, but so could anything. For now, today felt very, very good. I felt like we took care of a lot of necessary things, and we learned some important stuff too. We definitely need to be doing a gas run and refilling our boy downstairs, the generator, sometime in the near future, though. Either way, a good couple of days for Mathis. And by Mathis, I mean Mike Garcia, but you know, I'm the one that controls him.